Let's do this shit.
Burb said that he's going to be going for a 5-hour session tonight.
I'm okay with that. Let's do this shit.
Really?
Jeffrey,
I don't need fucking sleep.
Jeffrey does.
I need answers.
You don't?
Hi, Tanuki.
Hello.
Hi, Ishi.
I'm being more interactive with your chat than you are.
Listen, I actually get awkward about interacting with the chat.
I
Because, like,
streamer.
I always get worried that like I'll be obnoxious if I do that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Look, all I want is for something like this to happen when we're playing. Okay, it's for me to be narrating this really emotional scene, and then you're just gonna, oh hey, thanks for the 5 mid scene. Thanks for the $5.
Sorbito with the 5 subs.
Just give me like.
Makes
the missed Katsaris. I don't know what we're going to be doing without him. Ishi, thank you for the 5 subs.
Ishi, thanks for the 5 subs from Basil.
We reached our goal as well, so you know.
Yeah, fucking Beto with the $30 to support Judas Children's Research Hospital.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hold on, what? Did I miss something? Holy shit!
Fucking go!
Beto! Thank you! Holy
Finally,
shit!
we got that
I
shit.
don't get notifications for that. It sucks. Oh my god.
Celebration.
Let's fucking go.
I'm gonna spend 1 bit to cheer.
I still
Wait,
gotta
I don't have
say,
any
like,
bits.
the
Fuck.
actual channel type things. Also, yes, new liar art.
I'm so
We
excited
definitely
to
weren't
show
all just salivating
stuff.
over that.
Yeah, I refuse to look at it because I can't even drink coffee because of my heart. So I'm
New rule, the person
Too spicy.
Too
Too
spicy.
spicy
Cider.
for you.
cross-sided right now. See between.
All I'm saying is, like, move over, abs. Liar's kind of the
Yeah, honestly.
shit.
Fucking
Oh my god,
tone,
fucking
too.
Abs hasn't been here in 4 weeks.
Is that a
Ish-
month?
Yeah, what you guys don't know is I discussed this with Beto, but we killed Katsaris off screen.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Only
But he
Sorry,
actually killed the
Arabia.
BBG alongside it, so it's okay.
You
Yeah.
know, that's
Yeah,
a real
like,
grabbable
actually,
waste.
crazy
A
thing
fucking
is-
spider.
Yeah, no, Katsaris actually beat the entire campaign without you guys in those 4 weeks you were gone. So we're actually moving on to a new campaign. It's
Woo!
it's just how it goes.
It's called Into the Abyss.
Where we gotta go back and resurrect the
Oh my
BBGs
God.
just so we can have fun. No, motherfucker, you get back up here. Also, Ishi says
left,
new rule: the person currently speaking gotta respond to chat.
He left one ab
What a
all the way
rule.
to the axis. So you're gonna have 5 pieces of abs.
Yeah, there's 1 out of the 8-pack that he has just here, and 1 out of the 8-pack there.
Oh, this is what you meant.
Yes,
Oh
you
my
got it.
God.
Ah, I
You
see.
got it.
Alrighty.
That's
It's
why I
all
say
coming together.
abyss.
Beto, we missed you.
You can take another 4-week
missed
break.
you.
Get the fuck out.
I need it.
You get anti-inspiration.
The inspiration. Rocks fall somewhere in the
Wait, Finn,
distance.
who have you been
Everybody's
talking
living
to
just
about
fine.
your current brain rot, by the way?
What?
Just Jess?
Oh, just
Who have you been
Jess,
talking
really?
to about
Yeah.
your current brain?
A little bit of Lucian, but mostly Jess. A little bit of
Oh.
Liar. Or
I'll
Jess.
just tell you right now that current brain rot
Oh no.
Ito's been part of already, so
Yeah.
that was my first campaign with him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, anyways.
So
All the more reason to do it.
alright, we'll do a ready check. Type welcome back, Beto,
Thanks.
in chat.
I am gonna request a change before. I got Joycraft and Produce Flame Legacy. Can I get the mules?
Sure.
Just right off the bat, like, hey, by the way, fix my fucking sheet. It's good to have you back.
What even is the difference between the Legacy and the 5e or 5.5?
Not a lot, actually. No,
Yeah,
no,
sure.
wait.
There's, like,
Druidcraft actually there was a lot.
Small world. Oh yeah, because Druidcraft did get fucking buffed because it was basically useless.
It was.
Sorry, Droidcraft and
Produce
the other one?
Thanks,
Produce
please,
Flame. There you go. They're in your sheet. Let me get rid of the old ones.
Ishi, you're right. They do have a very grabbable waist.
Everybody in this party has a grabbable waist.
Yeah, I mean, especially Basil. The fucking love handles are just.
Especially.
Sorry, not me.
Plenty of squish.
I don't have a character.
The DM has the most grabbable waist of us all.
Glabagool.
Yo, calm down.
I think Glabagool has the least grabbable waist, actually.
No, it's
Why are
very
my fingers
grabbable.
burning off?
It'll be the
Glabagool's
last
kinda
waist to
hot.
grab.
Yeah.
There's the.
All right,
dice.
so let's go ahead and do a little bit of a recap as to our session last week here, guys. Last week, you guys continued your journey over to Arania's hometown of Shlubdabu. Doing bits and pieces of travel here, you were pretty much close towards the end of your journey towards Shlubdabu, in which eventually you arrived at the docks. Give me a second, let me get something real quick. Where did I put that? There we go. But yes, you arrived over at the docks where a familiar face to Arania was manning one of the boats there. A Kuatoa named Triple Trip, who seemed to recognize your face and let you know about what was going on in the town of Shlubdabu. How currently things have changed since you've been gone. You asked about Shushar and where he went, if he took the services of the fairies to leave Dark Lake. However, Triple Trip let you know that Shushar swam instead, but wasn't really sure where he went after that. All that was known was that he had gone to look for you. You also learned that people who, I guess, were on your side had begun to call themselves the Silk Faith. And that these Silk Faith were being, I wouldn't say hunted down, but ostracized by a current new emerging faction. A faction to the Deep Father. And the person spearheading this faction was a priestess named Plu Plu Peen.
Hey. It's funny.
You, upon arriving in Shlubdabu, begin to see several of its familiar sights. You arrive over at the residential district of Shlubdabu, the Tanglenets, as you see rickety huts dangle from these woven nets, like barnacles clinging onto sunken ships. You see in place of doors is curtains made of what look like reeds, you're not quite sure, or from pelts of beasts hunted down here in the Underdark. And upon bringing the rest of your companions, really, over to a place where they can stay, the Hook and Hush Tavern, where Goblin, this elderly, bloated-looking Kuatoa, who is blind, his eyes are milky, and he stares off into the distance whenever he speaks to you, but has this one-eyed fish he keeps in a bowl, who he kind of confers with and talks to. And apparently when he speaks to it, he uses the fish to look at people. However, you're not quite sure if he's just crazy or if the fish is actually able to transfer images it sees into Goblin's mind. Nobody knows.
Porque no lo estás.
But but you let your companions stay at the Hook and Hush Tavern. You pay for the rooms in Fish, or at least you will pay for the rooms in Fish. You put it on your tab and leave your companions and head back home with your party members. Upon arriving home, you introduce everybody to the familiar sights and rooms and places in which you live in. Koichi is excited and just wanted to bring Stool around to show him all the different parts of your house. And after settling in for the evening, you decide, hey, let's wind down a little bit here. Let's take this time to breathe, to rest, to maybe get to know each other. Amaris, you head over towards the Hook and Hush Tavern, where you bring over Seraph and Jimjar. And you play the classic game of Spin the Bottle.
Classic.
As we left off, you guys were still in the middle of playing said Spin the Bottle game. But I think before we get back into fun and jovial times here, let's move a little bit towards Kitsaris.
Oh no.
I mean, the man's outrunning a pack of like demons. Like we're not that music would not work out for him.
Yeah.
I mean, if we wanted jovial music, we could have jovial music. Kitsaris is doing tricks on it. What? Sorry.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
Let's cut to Kitsaris. Tiptoe through the window.
Kit,
That's me.
last we checked in on you, your group had been long resting. You had taken the final watch of that evening, alongside Seraph, making sure that the camp is safe and you guys aren't caught off guard by the demons that are chasing you. Towards the end of your watch, however, you had begun to notice, hear, sometimes even feel the vibrations in the ground, the sounds of several demons on the move. Upon scouting and checking for where these demons were heading, you had realized that the direction they were going was towards the cavern your group had decided to rest in for the evening. This cavern had no way out. It only had one entrance, one exit. And upon looking at them, they had a massive demon leading this pack. Thinking quickly, you have Seraph head over towards the party to wake everybody up so that they may get a chance to flee from these demons. And you decide to dart the opposite direction, gaining the attention of this much larger ape-like creature. You do so. You're able to gain its attention and continue running forward. The creature's relentless. It chases you for an entire day. There are times where you outrun this creature and find a place to hide and rest. And yet for some reason it's able to find you. In these moments, Katsars, being chased by something you clearly know you are outmatched by, what is going through your mind?
Well, even though Kit is a manimal, he knows he has to stay calm or he can make a mistake. So survival is the key. So that's going through his mind.
Surviving is something you are trying to do. Luckily for you, you never get close enough to this demon to have to engage it in combat. Just this demon that you have to contend with. You have to contend with everything else that comes with the Underdark. Be it the flora or fauna. Things here are out to kill you, and you know that the Underdark is a dangerous place. You're also aware, and I would say this is more instinct than anything else. But you have almost this homing beacon, this sense of direction, a tug, if you will, towards Schlubdebup. You follow different caverns, find yourself taking paths you've never gone through before. Going through caverns that end up becoming mazes, and yet somehow you end up on the other side, feeling closer to home. I want you to roll me a D100.
$304.
Wait a minute.
With a 304, you die 304 times over.
Hell yeah. What about his abs?
What is this fucking re-zero?
Damn.
I want you to roll me 2 wisdom saving throws, please. It's been a few days, Kitsaris, since you've split with the group. 3 days or so far, but you're making progress and you're getting closer. There are places in the Underdark that you avoid. Specifically places that emanate these unnatural magical lights that you're all too familiar with. Eventually, you arrive at the edge of Dark Lake. You look around for a moment, trying to see if you can find a boat, a ferry, anything so you don't have to swim through the lake itself. As you're looking for a moment, I need you to roll me another D100.
Also could look for a door. Now we're well-fed Jack. Ooh, 80.
Mm.
Beto, I hate how long it took me, by the way.
This is fun. This is fun. I'm gonna send you a message, Vita. Or better yet, I'm gonna drag you to secrets.
Oh.
Adios!
So, did everybody else just hear him say Dios because the ah got cut off?
Dios.
Dios mío. Damn, I feel left out now. Amaris is the only one who doesn't have the Antarja art.
I mean, you know how to fix that.
I know, yeah, May 10th. Hey, incoming new Amaris art. Not to say that we did not do fucking amazingly, by the way. Everybody's art credits are in the description of the YouTube video, by the way. Highly recommend go and follow them. They're fucking amazing.
I feel like we are getting pretty close. Once you get art from Antarja, we're like, hey, she's our artist, our go-to artist for our character art for this this game.
Honestly, I mean, dude, fuck, she worked fast too. I was like, dude, do you get sleep?
Next campaign, we should all either get Antarja or someone else to get all of our portraits done at the same time. Like, hey, it's a group thing. You know, here's the amount. Just we'd like them all done at the same time.
Okay. And just confirmed it. The campaign's over. You beat the big bad. You guys.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Good job, dude.
It was fun,
Proud of
guys.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, myself as a
How many
little
attacks do you
overpowered,
have? About 13 now? Right?
All I needed
More
was,
than enough to finish the entire campaign.
yeah, I only needed one
Running
punch.
by, throwing a rock, running away. Just kept doing that over and over.
So one punch and yeah, he was dead. That's all I could say.
One Punch Man.
One punch,
Oh my
man.
God. Peter just pre-rolled all of his attacks and just goes, okay, well, I already know what my next one's going to go.
Yeah, he's been sending them throughout the 4 weeks he's been missing, and I've just been keeping track.
Yeah, it's like 26 natural 20s. It was crazy.
Slice of life and
Yeah.
sloop to boop. Let's go.
Yeah, the campaign just turned into a sin. So just build the city.
Oh, cool. Out of the Abyss Kingmaker.
There we go.
Out of the Abyss Expedition 3. Never mind. Anyways.
Gotta play it.
So, yep. As you stare across the dark lake, you see something beneath the waters. At first, you thought it was the torchlight of a fishing boat reflecting on the water. Where that one light turned into 2, turned into 3, and then 4. And you couldn't help but feel as if these 4 sets of, not sure, eyes were staring right at you. And your surroundings grow dull. Your senses get duller. You hear this weird sound. almost as if something was sliding across the surface. And then that sound gets louder and louder. And then it's the sounds of laughter, cheering. As that sound turns into the sound of a bottle spinning across the floor.
Oh,
How about you guys spin the bottle for me?
my
Oh
God.
shit! That fucking that transition.
How dare. Fuck. Okay, where were we at? Shit.
Oh jeez.
Oh yeah.
Well,
so
why don't we just continue with with what we were doing? Just going from there.
Rolling a d20. The highest number gets to
Ask a
Highest
question.
number
Ask a
gets to
question?
ask someone a question. Lowest number has to share a random fact about themselves.
that 18 into a 5 was brutal.
Fix my blind sight. Jesus Christ. Sorry.
Man, am I going first
dude.
already?
Yep, that's your turn.
Okay.
Who's last?
Amaris. You.
Oh, fuck again? Can I use my inspiration?
No.
No.
I don't have inspiration.
Okay. Question for you guys. See if this is possible. If I promise to ask a really easily accessible question, can I ask everybody in the room?
I don't mind.
I feel like that's fine.
Is that okay with you, Arania?
Sure, I guess it depends on what the question is.
Oh, it's super simple. As I told you, I own a restaurant. Knowing a person's favorite food is kind of my business. So why don't we go around and you just tell me what your favorite food is, so I can at least make it once before this whole journey is done. Liar, you seem to be self-entitled. Seem to know what yourself's about. Well, you go first.
I haven't had a lot of time to think about this. The first thought that Jeffrey had was sloppy joes.
It's funny. I thought you were gonna say I like soft silks.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Honestly,
God.
sloppy joes would be hilarious just based on like Liar's like theming. Having like a really messy, like meaty food would be absolutely hilarious.
Wouldn't it? But yeah, I'm gonna say sloppy joes.
The sloppiest of Joes.
Yes.
Who's Joe?
Joe's from our other game.
He's still counting.
Right, Jazz?
To you studying.
I was setting up a Joe Mama joke, but nobody took it, so
Damn. It's a good
it's
one.
okay.
I appreciate it.
All right. Amaris.
Oh, oh fuck! Now I was actually thinking about everybody else's. I forgot mine. Shit.
See, I asked the simplest of questions, and you guys have problems with it.
She'll think for a moment before. Actually, pie.
Oh, what kind of pie? I'm primary to rhubarb myself.
Apple normally. Pumpkin when they're in season.
All right. Ront can help me with that one. He said he likes to bake.
Does he?
All right. Yes, and he's quite good at it too. Amaris, what about you? And please don't say fish.
I just answered.
No, sorry, Arania. My apologies. You in with you two.
Sorry.
Arania, what's your favorite?
I don't know what to say if you don't want me to say fish.
All right, I guess I
Although,
kind of threw myself into that one. What
If
kind
that's-
of fish?
I really like roasted fish, but if you don't want me to say fish, there was a time Kit brought me some fresh berries. Berries do not grow down here, so it's my first time having them, and they are really sweet. I like them a lot.
I can see you as a berry kind of person. Maybe that's just the coloration.
No, they were blue and red.
Probably blueberries and raspberries then, or maybe strawberries. There's too many berries. I'll just take a bunch of berries and throw them in a pie for you or something like that.
Sounds good. And fish.
Who else? Who else is playing with us?
Seraph and
Jimjar and Sarah.
Okay, he'll ask them too. He would love to have that information.
Sure. Jimjar kind of goes. Right. So I don't know how common it is with you guys, but there's this. Do you guys ever eat spider?
Looks over to Arania.
Like, no offense, but there are some spiders that you cook,
Oh.
you boil them, and you get right at the legs. You kind of tear them apart, and it tastes just like seafood.
Who is it who's saying this?
Jimjar, your worshiper.
I cannot say I've had spider before.
have you had crab?
Well, it's
I've actually heard the same thing. It tastes like
it's just
lobster.
like crabs, lobsters. Mhm.
Yeah,
Just like
lobster or
crustaceans.
prawn.
Pretty delicious.
Yeah,
Oh, I can see why maybe it makes. Well, when you live, in a mainland like this, and or underground, and there's no ocean, and you don't have access to crustaceans, lobsters, crabs, or prawns, but you have access to a lot of spiders, especially the big fucking spiders. They make do.
Question, Burb.
Yeah?
Those within Lolth's faith, would eating spiders be very inappropriate, or I don't know.
Typically, no.
I don't think it would be inappropriate. I don't think it's not something that's done commonly, but it's
Okay.
not inappropriate or looked down upon. It's
Okay.
just, why would you stoop so low as to eat that when you could eat the finer things?
Fair. Very fair.
And then you all expectantly look towards Seraph, and he goes, "Human flesh." No, I'm kidding. No. I don't eat human flesh.
Immediate eyes widen.
I mean, I guess I could do something. We just have to procure it morally.
That's a whole can of worms we don't need to open. What was his answer, by the way?
He said human flesh, but he hasn't said his actual answer yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. What is it actually?
If I'm being honest, it's Macedon Corundal.
It's what?
Mastodon what?
Corundal. It's
Or
here.
Rundle.
Can you spell it out for me,
I
please?
don't know what that is.
It is a popular dish in Jorhas. So it is up in the surface, not from the Underdark. And it is basically grilled Macedon served with koran and rice. Koran is a type of vegetable that grows in Rosona.
That actually like
It's
legitimately sounds delicious.
Deep
It is
red
a
squashes
hardy
with
fruit
a sweet
because-
flavor.
And this is a very hardy fruit because not much life grows in Jorhas. So having vegetables in itself in Jorhas is something that's very difficult to do. So Koran is pretty much a staple in Jorhasian cuisine. So
That actually sounds rather nice. Mars didn't
Yeah,
have that
sadly you
growing
can't
up, right?
leave it there. No.
Yeah, that's Jorhas, not Underdark.
I mean, Koran can grow in the Underdark. It's just not many people do grow it.
Okay.
It's they lean more towards the mushrooms, the fungi, than your staples of like vegetables and stuff like that.
Yeah. They like eating jesters. Because they're fun guys.
I can't believe you did
And
that
with that-
joke.
Yeah, I
That
really
was-
wish I didn't come back.
That was bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
It really was. It was. And I am sorry. And I will be leaving.
Another 4 weeks for me, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Kit 4 weeks from now, guys. So,
Yeah, it'll be great. He beats next campaign's BBG.
That'll be the
Freaking one.
next is campaign BBG.
Yeah, there.
You guys gotta fight all my abs in the tower until you face me.
We lose.
all right. And as for fun fact, I think Seraph rolled the lowest with a 2.
Yes, it's not me.
Oh, did we re-roll?
No, Seraph is gonna get his fun fact first.
Ooh.
And then we can continue from there. And he's gonna kind of like go, all right, fun fact about me. I mean, you guys were gonna find this out eventually. I think I can get away with it. I'm a bit of a lightweight when it comes to alcohol.
So what are we talking about then? Like a barrel or two?
Barrel?
Yeah.
He's got this concerned look on his face. I said, no, I like 2 to 3 glasses.
It's not
Basil
terrible.
kind of looks at him like that, like legitimately no belief. Like you're lying to me. That's not physically possible.
Of wine?
Of anything with alcohol in it.
That's not terrible.
Not my strongest suit. But I enjoy a good drink.
Gonna have to get you some of that good dwarven mead. Change your mind.
I think that would get me knocked out in a sip or two.
Amaris
Let's
like
make it your chest then. We'll get you up there.
Amaris just like slowly looks over towards the sand keg side. It's like, let's not test that.
He gives you a smile, Basil, and goes, look forward to it. Honestly. It sounds like fun.
All right, are we spinning again then?
Yeah.
Sure.
Ooh.
Man,
Who's
I
that?
am so good at this game.
There's no
This is like my
fucking-
4th time.
There's no fucking
You're
shot.
one with the bottle. Sorry.
As you're spinning the bottle, Jim Jar, who kind of like has had a few drinks, kind of looks at you, Liar, and kind of goes, is it just me or do you look different today? It feels like you've changed. There's something about it. I can't put my finger on it.
You're right. I am sexier.
Yeah. How did you do that? It's not the alcohol speaking, is it?
Oh no. Alcohol is definitely a factor.
If I drink more of this, will I get sexier too? Sorry, that's a question. I'll ask it if I win. Anyways, continue.
Speak to the Wizards of the Coast art director. We'll see what we can do.
Ooh, yeah, because they did no favors for Jim Jar. No, sorry.
Now I'm just imagining like a reverse beer goggles. Like I feel self-conscious about myself, so I just drink a bunch and look in the mirror like, yeah, that's a good looking guy.
Yeah.
He drinks so much he gets drawn by Antarja.
Yes.
I had to do it. I don't think anyone was gonna point out the whole Lapis. I mean, Lyra, you look different today.
Oh, I was eventually.
Anyways, Basil, you're on
Man,
highest again.
I am just rocking at this game tonight. Alrighty. Let's see here. All right. Arania.
Hmm. Yes?
Sounds like you're a little worried there. If you could choose any job in the world and not have to worry about expertise or anything like that, what would you do?
I don't know. Maybe something similar to what I am doing now, where I am in a position to help the most amount of people.
That's fair. I can see you some kind of like orphanage owner, honestly.
I do like kids, yes, that would be a good one. It would be nice to have a temple, maybe a orphanage temple combination, you know?
Usually they go hand in hand.
Mhm.
All right. Amaris, looks like you're the one.
Oh. Oh gods. Oh, I. It's not really me, but it could be sort of about my culture, if that's all right. Something I didn't know about until I joined them was that the elves that I had been rescued by, they don't use family names. They sort
What do they use?
of give each other titles, very similar to just something that describes someone. So if Basil, you might be known as Basil the Grand Cook. Lyre, you could be known as, Lyre the Fabulous, something along those lines.
Oh.
It's
Oh.
It's a description. I know that some
What was
names started with jobs, but I thought it was kind of lovely how it felt more personal.
What was yours?
She kind of like looks a little embarrassed for a moment. Morris the Moon.
Hmm.
What was
What
that?
was that?
Amaris the Moon Dancer.
Well, isn't that cute?
It's lovely.
I understand the dancer part because you got that frame. Well, what about the moon? I don't get that part. There's no moon down here.
Well, the elves that I lived with, the Pallid elves, they were actually on the surface. And they were followers of, oh my god, they were followers of the Moonweaver, but I sort of had a hard time coming out of my shell. But for some reason, when the moon was out, I ended up sort of finding myself dancing in its light. I don't know, it made me comfortable. The sun, not so much, but I started to notice that I would only dance in the moon. So that's what they started calling me.
Wasn't that adorable? I think I'm gonna start calling you that too.
Um, you may absolutely just call me Amaris if you wish. If I'm honest, it's a little embarrassing to those who don't know the culture.
But we do know the culture now, so we don't find it embarrassing.
Right. I will admit, I actually do kind of miss the title a little bit. Should we spin again?
Yes, I
Well,
like this
sure.
game.
Once or twice more, and then we gotta get to sleep.
Boo.
Son of a bitch. I swear to God, if someone doesn't roll lower than me.
You're the lowest again, Amaris.
There's
Alright.
no
Alright, yeah.
fucking shot.
You're up.
Oh, I am getting to ask a question. Liar,
Yes.
you are being kind of flirty earlier with Amaris. Do you have someone you like? Besides yourself.
They're gonna like grab both of their cheeks with their top hands. You know when someone's like, "Oh, I have a secret. I don't want to tell," like pretending to be shy. Oh dear, what an interesting question. I'd have to say that there's quite a few people I like.
You definitely do seem like the kind of person who would have enough love to go around.
That's one way of putting it. Wink.
Do they have any names? And people back home, maybe?
That what was that part?
People back home, maybe?
Have we been drinking? I forget.
Liar has, Arania's not.
Ah, right. They're gonna droop. Oh, home. I don't have a home. They're gonna like slouch down in their seat.
The way
Oh,
you
It
said
was
that.
burned up by the demons, and then the dragon.
I am so sorry, Liar.
Demons
Arania, like,
and a
is going to come
dragon?
over and just start petting her head.
Thank you.
What? You said your home was burned down by demons and a dragon.
And then bandits came and kidnapped everyone who was surviving.
What, are you kidnapped? Is that how you end up down here?
Well, yes, but I wasn't kidnapped then. That was different.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, I wasn't really kidnapped this time. I was kind of went willingly.
What was one of them tall, dark, and handsome?
How'd you know?
I don't know, just the vibe I got from the way you were saying that.
I don't speak Drow, and it was just making a big fuss. They were like kidnapping other people, and I thought that was just part of the whole, Underdark Club vibe. So I kind of approached and was like, "Hey, I've had my ticket for months now. What's going on?" And then they said some stuff and kind of just pushed me into the group, and I was like, "Yes, I got in for free. I don't actually have a ticket."
That's why you thought it was like a luxury club when you first got there. That makes a lot of sense.
Q, you
Has-
get it.
Has this kind of thing happened to you before? Do you just always randomly go with people who seem to be having fun.
I mean, usually pretty people are very trustworthy, from what I've learned.
That
So
doesn't
I
hold
just kind of
true
go where
down here.
they're congregating. I don't know. I'm with some very trustworthy people right now.
This is fair.
Just Liar, if we get separated, make sure that you don't go with pretty people and come find us first, okay?
Well, won't you be where the other pretty people are?
Not always. But
Pretty people
someone
attract
is
other pretty people.
yes,
I know,
and
right?
someone
I
as
know that all
gorgeous
too
as
well.
you should stay with me, correct?
Yes. They're very drunk.
I really want one day for a liar to actually find the Underdark Club and just introduce it to the party. And Amara just walks around and goes, "My culture is not your costume."
It's like a bunch of humans in like illithid masks or like different like really bad costumes of Underdark creatures or things that people think are in the Underdark.
Oh, look, they're filming Community over there.
Even crazier part is the fact that it's actually run by people from the Underdark, so it is their culture. They just bastardize it themselves.
Yeah, exactly. The actual culture wasn't selling, so we just had to play into the stereotype.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, we definitely celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, definitely.
Some people who are like drows are like, we are going to get our, and like reading off a script, spider claws and crawl on you. And they just like put like plastic spiders on you. Just throwing them on them like, yes, this is what we drow are supposed to enjoy.
There's one guy in a shitty Spider-Man costume, like, yes, this is what we can all do, climbing on the walls.
Spider-Man.
Two people in a Drider costume.
Oh god, so I rolled Lewis again. Oh, I truly don't have one.
You could give us something easy, like what's your favorite color?
Oh, green.
Green is a lovely color.
Yes.
All right, last roll. Last roll.
I swear to God, if I roll the lowest
Come on,
again.
highest. Oh, that was so close to being a nat 20.
Oh, wait, it didn't roll.
Oh, I got the wrong dice.
Hmm.
Hey, it knocked my dice over to a
Well,
19. Does that count?
Liar is the highest. With a 13
Yeah,
liar.
Liar once again kind of flops themselves onto the table a little bit hard now after the drinking. And they're gonna like spin around to Basil. Basil, I forget if I already asked this. But if you weren't married, and then they're just gonna like gesture to themselves. The truth of the bottle compels you.
Could imagine Basil taking a big gulp. Ooh. Hey.
Slowly hides his wedding ring.
Basil kind of like drinks a little bit, and he kind of like thinks about it for a minute, and he goes, "Do dwarves dig holes?" I'll let you answer that yourself.
Lyra's gonna look confused and then look at Amaris. Do dwarves dig holes?
Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a
I was
hole.
gonna say, I've heard there's an entire song about it, yes. I think you've got prospects.
Prospects. I get it. Amaris is funny.
Thank God that you actually got that. I did not think that would actually go over.
Just be careful though, liar. I have a tendency to have a lot of children. I'm up to 13.
God.
Make it even 14.
Yeah! Finger guns!
I'm sorry, that just reminded me of the fucking, like, at a family gathering. We're trying for a child. Oh, cool. Thanks for telling us that you're raw dogging it at the table. That's lovely. Great conversation.
My best friend has 6 kids.
Oh my God.
Cut it off.
He blamed a lot on when he sold wine.
Every time I sampled my wares, I had another kid. It's crazy.
That's legitimately what he told me, though. So.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Love you, Chad.
Jeez.
Where's Kit?
Lyra's just gonna curl up onto the table and like start falling asleep, and then go like, I wonder where my kids are, and just go to sleep.
Wait, you have kids? What?
Oh my god.
I will put a pin in that for tomorrow morning. I suppose I should take them up to bed now.
Grabby hands.
Arania, not yet. Points at the bottle that's pointing at her. You
What?
rolled lowest.
Oh. I suppose I can tell you that Quaishi is not actually my kid. He is adopted. He is more like a brother, I suppose.
Really?
Mhm.
You hear a cup fall. Koishi, I'm a what?
I what? I'm adopted! It got cut off. I'll be honest, that's actually rather surprising. There's a fair bit of resemblance, if you don't mind me saying.
Well, you know how I was born, correct? Like, I don't remember if I told you or not. I feel like I have, but sometimes I have senses of deja vu.
She kind of like looks at the others. I don't know if everyone knows.
Well, I will tell you. The others can take a guess. Um, he was created the same way. But with me and Kit as inspiration.
Her eyes kind of like widen and just. Oh. So that
So
would
more
make
of a
Kit.
brother.
She will
Yes,
just.
but we don't talk about that.
That may be something that should be talked about when he gets here.
If when Kit gets here, Kit does not even remember who he is at the moment. I do not want to push that on him. And besides, Koishi does not know him like that.
It's fair. Perhaps you should take a lie out of bed, but I get the feeling some people should probably know, by the way. Looks over to Basil and Jim Jar.
What?
I am-
What are you looking at me for?
Basil. Jim Jar, I think already knows. Sarah, I am not sure about. You know the weird thing that the Kuotoa do, correct?
I am a little aware of their tendencies to dramatize themselves and create, I guess you could say, magical entities. Like the naked shrimp lady.
Yes, that is one. This village before it was founded, when they were still with the drow that worshipped Loth. That. And she kind of waves.
Basil kind of narrows his eyes and looks at Arania, and he goes, Arania, are you a naked shrimp lady?
Do I look like a naked shrimp lady? I do
Basil.
not have that hideous of a body.
Liar wakes up. Naked shrimp?
Now I'm horny and hungry.
At this point, the door opens. Hey, anybody order the naked shrimp?
Oh, finally. I don't even remember ordering this.
No? Well, I was paid for 2 hours, so you got 2 hours.
Right now, I'm confused.
It's a stripper, but they
wow.
strip themselves the same way you like strip a shrimp from the outer shell.
Nah, it's in reverse. They start naked and put clothes on.
Oh.
Bet.
There's an
My
appeal
kind
to
of
that.
strip. Getting more comfy. No, Basil. I think she's saying she's similar, though.
Basil like sighs to himself, and you see him like rub his temples a little bit, like, what the fuck have I gotten myself into? Like we over here we got ourselves like a celestial who's lived multiple lives. Then we've got a basically a pseudo goddess, and now we have, we have abs. That's the worst one.
We have liar just as an
Yeah.
entity.
And we have whatever genderless thing that is. That makes me question my sexuality.
It's not questioned, it's improved.
It's improved.
Congratulations, your sexuality has been upgraded.
From the standard edition to the deluxe edition.
Deluxe.
Man, that makes me really hungry for a fucking Taco Bell deluxe taco now.
God
Taco
damn it.
Supreme.
This entire party really is horny and hungry.
That should be our fucking group name, Horny and Hungry.
I think that we will get some really bad looks if we introduce ourselves as horny and hungry.
Hi, I'm
And who are
horny.
you?
I'm hungry.
Horny and
We're
hungry.
the same person. Exactly.
Amaris will, though, look a little bit more serious after a moment. That does raise one more concern to be shared.
Chat's agreeing with me.
Chad is agreeing with you, yes. Arania, are you okay if I tell them what I told you about the danger?
Are you all going to be traveling with us when we leave to go? I don't remember if we've agreed to stay as a party from here on out.
It is a question. One that some information may be useful to decide. The
You
more,
can tell them.
the more the merrier is not exactly applicable here, but it has helped us so far. But Arania and I have sort of been targeted. I'm not sure to the extent, but my guess is, given both of our celestial natures, we may actually sort of attract the demons. At the very least, when they get closer. The music is so jolly for that news. Like, we're gonna die.
We're gonna die.
So that does raise a valid concern if you wanted to continue traveling with us.
Look, at this point, anywhere in the Underdark, my daughter could be hiding. If this whole thing of the celestial stuff and living multiple lives and Akutoa thought creation and, well, someone with too many backstories to count. He looks over at Lyre. If anything, it'll only help my luck to be with people like you. And, unfortunately for me, I've kind of grown a soft spot for you people.
Mm.
So no, I won't be leaving. I'll need all the help that I can get if I find that my daughter's gotten in trouble. Which, I have a sneaking suspicion she has. Just call it a dad's intuition.
We never did ask if she's passed through here. It could be good to ask the fairy.
Yeah. I should have. I was going to speak to a couple people about it and see if she's been sighted. But
The best person to ask would have been the tavern guy when we were there.
I'll ask
Unfortunately, my
around.
father's out of town.
I'll ask around tavern tomorrow, and then when I go marketing as well, I'm gonna pick us up some food before we leave this place.
Also, no offense to the tavern keeper, but would he be the best person to ask? If
Well,
he's
he
seen
is-
anybody?
He is the only innkeeper in town, and that weird fish does seem to act as a set of eyes for him. If she came into town looking for a place to stay and stayed at the inn, he should know.
That's fair. All right. Sareth, Jimjar, are you two okay with this?
Jim Jar just kind of nods his head. Like, I mean, look, you guys have done a lot for us already. So, what you guys think is the best choice, I think we'll trust that.
Sareth?
Seraph thinks for a bit. I'm not so sure. I feel like I've got things that I need to do. You guys have been a great help. I don't think I would have survived without you.
Where do you need to go? If you don't mind me asking.
Jarhas.
Surface.
Mhm.
I think that's where some of us are going as well. But if you want to make your way separate, I understand.
I'm sure we'll meet again. This has been fun, honestly. And I'm not one for it, but I've grown rather attached. However, I still have my own personal things I need to do. I hope you understand.
Mars will nod.
I do. Well, when you leave in the morning, I guess. Safe travels and be careful.
Thanks. He takes his, what now would be second swig from a glass, and without really thinking about it, he just chugs the entire thing down.
Jesus.
And his pale, almost like purplish skin begins to have this. It's a bit difficult to see, but there's like hints of red, like his cheeks are getting flush. He's like, I'm gonna head back to the inn, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys.
Do you mind if I walk you back?
I don't mind.
All
I-
right.
I can
Give me
take...
just a second to put the.
Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry.
Are- That. Give me just a second to take Lyra to the room.
All right,
And,
sure.
yeah, Rainy will get up, pick Lyra up broad style, and carry them up.
Yeah.
Yay!
Um... Amaris is going to, like, I'm assuming he's, like, waiting by the door.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you outside really quick before you do go?
Sure thing. And he kind of like goes over towards the door, and he pushes, and he's like, "Oh, nope, it's a pull," and he pulls the door open.
You
Step outside.
should definitely have somebody bring you back. Sareth.
That is my
Is
name.
Is
Yes.
it Sareth or is it Saren? I keep on forgetting.
The TH.
TH, okay.
It's like the angel seraph, but with and a serif instead of a
With a
serif.
th instead of a th.
And instead of a exactly. Grammar's important, everybody.
Yeah.
Sareth.
Guama.
Grammar.
Are you... I know you're not a friend to the Spider Queen. Where do you plan to go in Jarhas?
Mhm. I'm sorry, what was that?
Where do you plan to go in Jorhas?
Persona?
The sun?
Persona.
Oh, Rasona. Okay, sorry.
Mhm.
She kind of
The
smiles.
sun is crazy.
I'm going to the
That
sun.
is insane.
The sun. You can just go there, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's spelled Seraph, it's pronounced Icarus.
She kind of smiles at that, actually. Oh. That's good. It's much safer there.
That actually depends on the people. It's safe for certain people. And it's not safe for other people.
Listen. If you're going to Rasona, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to
Alright.
forget about me. Just,
Weird favor.
I'm not a criminal. I promise that. I didn't do anything bad. But if they knew about me, it would put me in danger, and likely you as well.
And leans against the wall for a moment, takes a deep breath, closes his eyes for a bit. That's a difficult favor.
I know I'm asking a lot.
You guys are pretty hard to forget.
We don't forget, but they could hunt me. And they can have me when I'm done, but not before I finish what I've done, what I need to do. Is that all right?
Just slowly nods his head. Alright. I can do that.
Good.
If I remember in the morning. Kind of like wagging his finger.
She'll kind of smile at that before. Yeah, I think at that point she'll just kind of go up and give him a big hug. Thank you.
You go, careful, I'm gonna.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, turn your head that way. There we
He throws up a little bit on the side of the house.
Bit. I'm just imagining the baby Groot. Like, meh.
Wow.
Well,
Like I said, not that good with alcohol.
I noticed. I think that's beyond alcohol, though, if I'm honest. I'm pretty sure that could just be described as
You think
poison.
so? Well, that would explain a lot of things. Alcohol is poison.
Arania should be down soon.
Don't tell Basil I said that.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure he knows and imbibes me anyways.
Yeah, no. Stinking dwarven constitution. I wish I had it.
You'd be surprised, actually. Sorry, I'm not good with this. See us in the morning, at least?
Can do.
All right. She'll give him one last little hug before going back inside.
Before you head back inside, Jimjar kind of approaches Basil. Excuse me, Basil. Mr. Basil?
Basil's fine. Mr. Basil is not my father. My father's name was not Basil. Basil's fine.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask if there's anything, you need me to prepare? Pack, anything of the sort?
Well, I'm going shopping tomorrow. I'm gonna get a mixture of fresh and hopefully prepped food for our journey. The only thing I can think of is salt. It's the one thing that we're probably gonna need the most of to keep our food from spoiling. Unfortunately, as I've seen, we're not gonna find too many varied supplies around these parts. They consist on a diet of fish, and it's quite it. Not something I prefer working with, just a singular palate, but it is what it is.
Yeah, right. Do you think everyone else is gonna come with us?
Everyone else, like as in our ragtag group of jailbreakers?
Yeah, everyone else.
I'd like to think so. Ron's enjoying the ride, and I can't think of anybody else who wants to set up roots here. Maybe when we get back to Gracklestuck, people will tend to stay. But
Yeah,
for
I'll
now, I think
differentiate.
everyone's going to continue.
Okay, that makes sense. So you're going shopping tomorrow? Is there anything you need me to prepare or to get? I just want to have everything ready.
Well, why don't you come and join me tomorrow? And we'll do more than just food prep. We'll look around as well for anything that might aid the group in our journey.
All right, yeah, that I could do.
Sounds good. I'll be up quite early, and we'll try and hit the market when it opens up. That's when the freshest fish gets there.
All right, sure.
Sounds good.
All right, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night. Get some rest. You deserve it.
Yeah, I had fun today. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, Basil gives him a little nod and a pat in the back.
All right, at this point, Aranya, I assume you've put Liar to bed.
Mm-hmm. She'll come back down with a cape thrown over one arm or a robe, and go over to the door to greet the two. You two ready to go back?
Jar kind of just thought, yeah, I am. And Seraph kind of goes like, I'm ready. But
All right.
let me take the lead. I've heard you don't get very good stares in this town as of late. And so I'll take the lead, in case there's any funny business.
All right. I I would be happy to have you pick up the rent.
All right, and follow me. And he starts walking the opposite direction of where you're supposed to go.
She'll look down at Jim Jar. Does he look like he's going to say anything?
I'm sure just kind of like has this amused look and kind of looks at you and kind of just waits to see what you're gonna do because he's amused with this.
Let's just follow him for a little bit.
All right, if you say so. Hey, Seraph, wait up! And Jim Jar kind of like runs over right next to him and kind of pats him in the back and goes, "You're walking too fast, man. Slow down." Seraph just kind of nods. Like, "Don't worry, I'm clearing the area, making sure it's safe. It's the least I can do."
My
As
has changed.
continue walking throughout town. Was there anything you would have liked to do, Arania?
So, I mean, other than like just keeping an eye out for anything weird happening, when they get back to the inn before Jim Jar and Sareth goes inside, she'd like to give both of them a gift.
All right. And you take a roundabout way. You, while moving through the tangle nets, keep an eye out as well, just to see if there's anything strange. Make me a perception check.
I don't wanna. 16.
Hey.
16. With 16, you are moving through a portion of the tangle nets with, once again, a view. It's a staircase, a slippery slope, we'll say. Stairs carved into the side of a stony cliff face that you are making your way up through. For you, you're fine. You're able to walk on walls itself. So this is no trouble. But Jim Jar kind of takes the edge of the staircase and lets Seraph stay closer towards the wall so Seraph doesn't plummet to his death. But as you are walking up the staircase, you occasionally glance at the waters of Dark Lake. It's a beautiful, familiar sight. Even, I mean, there is no day or night in the Underdark. So there are constantly these ships, lights, signaling the different boats or ferries that make their way through the Dark Lake. Some of them fishing, others just for transport. You recognize the familiar shapes of the boats that the Kuo-toa fashion and make. The Kuo-toa themselves don't require boats. This is, they can swim, so they have no use for it. But you've learned throughout your time spent here, living here, that culturally, Shloop-de-Boop was not a Kuo-toa town originally, and instead it was a town used by other individuals who long ago enslaved the Kuo-toa. And these individuals that enslaved them could not swim and needed boats. So they built boats and taught the Kuo-toa to ferry them across the Dark Lake. And ever since then, it's been ingrained into the culture of Shloop-de-Boop for these Kuo-toa to know how to use a boat to ferry people across. And it's been useful for other people that aren't Kuo-toa. You also recognize a bit further off in the distance different shaped boats that don't belong to Shloop-de-Boop, but belong to other factions that make use of the Dark Lake itself as well. On occasion, you see Durgar ferries that make their way through the further parts of Dark Lake itself. And then you blink for a moment, and all those lights are gone. Kind of shake your head, look at Dark Lake again. And then they're all back. As if for a brief moment, All the lights went out. Not quite sure if it's your mind playing tricks on you. Or maybe you're tired. You're not sure.
I'm pretty exhausted.
But then you arrive back at the Hook and Hush. There are still several Kuotoa that are drinking, having conversations. Goblin is still there, manning the tavern.
Well, I suppose
Junjar
this is
kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, this is us."
It is. Before you go, this is for you. And she'll hold out to Jimjar a amulet. It's
Oh,
more it's more like it's a whistle that's made out of a golden wood with the little symbol of like waves on one side, and the other side of the whistle has got a little trident.
Mhm.
It I thought it's fitting for a first follower of mine to have a holy symbol. It is not mine, but it is important to me. And I would like you to have it.
I appreciate this a lot. If I blow this whistle, you gonna show up kind of like a hero or something?
I wish, but I do not think I am that strong yet. But hopefully, if you do blow it, help will come. I've been
Thanks, that gives
told
me confidence.
I've been told by the person who originally owns that whistle that eventually I will get the ability to respond to prayers. I hope to hear and respond to yours soon.
Right, thanks. Kind of holding it up, looking at you. I'll treasure this forever. It means a lot to me. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And
Kind of
she'll
puts
turn
it on, tucks it under his shirt, and kind of waits by the door of the Hook and Hush.
and she'll turn to Sareth and hold out. It's a deep palm purple robe or cloak. For him to try on. The outside of it is got like what looks to be silvery white stitching of little stars and waves and fish. So it's kind of like a lake setting with little fish in it with stars above. And the inside of it is this opalescent silver color. This is for you.
What is this? Is this my clothes dirty?
It's just a robe. I made it a while back. And I wanted to thank you and apologize and thank you again. I know I've already said it, but I thought it wouldn't hurt to say it again. I'm happy we met. And you have changed me a little bit in the short time that I've known you.
I'm happy we've met too. I understand, don't worry. I definitely wasn't the best person in that prison and during our breakout. But just like perhaps I may have changed you or the people in your party, you all have changed me too. I appreciate that a lot.
Well, I am glad you are who you are today. This will not be the last time we hear from you, right?
For sure it won't be. Once I'm finished with my business in Arizona, I'll see if I can hear about where you guys have been.
If you don't mind me asking, what is your business? Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. There are people I have to get back to, and important information I need to give.
All right. Well, I know I said it earlier, but safe travels there. If you ever need me, don't hesitate to call.
I won't. Look, maybe I pass by here again when I'm done with my business, so.
I would like that. We would like that. I'm sure Korishi would be more than happy to see you again.
I hope so too.
She'll just like there's a second where she pauses to look him over, and then she'll just lean in and give him a hug and just be like, "All right, well, I think it is time that we go back. We all get the little shut eye and prepare for tomorrow."
Hit.
Alright. See you tomorrow, I think. And then Jim Jar kind of goes, all right, let's get you in, Sarah. Let's get you in. You're drunk. He goes, I'm not drunk. I'm fine. It's like, yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Let's go. He's like, I'm not. He's like, okay, let's go quickly, and like hurries him inside.
I'm not drunk. I'm alive.
This is the best I've felt in a while.
I should do this more
I
often.
only feel
Oh,
myself
no,
when
great
I'm
alcoholic.
drunk.
I guess Aurelia would walk back. If there's a detour she could take that's next to the lake, I think she would. She'd walk along the lake, trying to make it back to her place.
Sure.
Just walk up the wall. She got it.
As you take a detour, walk through the edge of the lake, passing through the docks a bit before heading back home. You watch one of the ferries land at the docks, and then a familiar face jump off the boat.
Oh, I thought it was Glabagool.
It's ours.
No, Globagol will be coming up from the water.
He would be.
I have arisen.
Oh, shit, the coach put me in.
It's ours. You land
I
at
see.
Sloop de Blue. You see all sorts of different fish people and this large spider lady who meets your gaze. You hear somebody from behind you go, all right, kid, there you go. Back home. Nice to see you again. And he pushes the ferry off and heads back into the dark lake.
There's like
yeah, go ahead.
there's a moment where Arania is just frozen, looking at him from across the sand, before she gives a sigh and then a squeal, and starts like fast walking over with all 8 of her legs.
Oh my gosh.
And I can
Nightmare
imagine her
fuel
hands
for
are in front of her,
months.
like flexing, like she's like, I want to touch you, but I don't. Are you okay? What happened to you? Kid, you've been gone for like 3 or 4 days. Stand still. Then she'll like walk around him, looking him over. And then she'll give him a hug. Just, thank God you are back. I am so happy you look to be in one piece. That was very, very reckless of you.
Don't know
Don't-
you.
You do not have to know me. It is fine. I am just glad that you're back. And you are safe. You're not hurt, right?
Mm. Who are you?
I am Arania.
Hmm.
Do you not even remember me from a few days ago before you ran off?
No,
Do you
run
remember
off. Where?
you were kid theater? I seen you like 3-4 days ago. What is the last thing you remember?
Hmm. Crossing Lake.
Just now?
Yes.
Oh dear. I don't know what causes the memory loss like this.
Food.
Yeah, yes, dear. We've got food. Come along. And
We-
she'll hold her hand out for his.
He
We've got
thinks about
infantry.
it. And then he grabs her hand.
She'll walk them back. Well,
Alright. Yeah.
yeah, I know you probably don't remember, but a few days ago, you were with me and a small party of a few others. You were captured, and we were making our way back to home. And a few days from here, there was a hunting party of some kind, and you ran off to take them in the other direction so we could escape.
Mm,
You were very brave.
Yes. Kid brave.
Very. Hmm.
And
What
hungry.
would you like to eat?
Anything.
I will see if Basil is still awake. If not, I will cook you something.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Basil is literally in Kitsaris's bed.
Oh. He doesn't know it was his bed.
Is he food?
Make good shrimp. Delicious.
We don't have shrimp. We have crawfish and we have fish eggs.
Okay.
I guess we get back to the house.
All right. You travel and return back home. I assume you, upon returning home, look for Basil, who, at this point, like you said, has made himself comfortable in Kit's bed.
Mm-hmm.
Amaris, would you be awake as well?
I think so. I think she would be awake, waiting for Rainy to come back.
The first thing you
Yeah,
see is Arania entering the room, and then you watch Arania kind of look back, I assume, waiting for another person to enter. You're a bit
Irania
intrigued by
is not
this.
let go of Kit's hand.
And Arania drags Kit in.
Marshall will immediately stand up. Oh God, it's okay. Kit, you're back.
Oh shit! And you see Basil trying to like get up, but he's like he keeps falling on like his stomach and kind of rolling around because the bed's too flat for him.
Aren't you in another room?
Technically, he's in another house.
That's right. I'm in. I forgot I'm in fucking Irania's web house.
He's fucking hallucinating that kids. Kid, you're back. He's just fucking drunk.
Arania would just go over to the doorway that like leads to the funnel web stairs that goes up to her place, and she'll just scream up it. Basil, kid is back. Please come downstairs. I need your assistance.
You hear, oh shit, and you hear crashing as Basil like rolls down the fucking stairs.
Oh,
Are you all right? How are you feeling? Did you lead them away?
Oh,
Amaris, there is a small issue. He does not remember anything past going across the Dark Lake to get here. He doesn't remember us or leading them away.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they have never encountered something quite like this before. I don't know what's going on.
Does
All right.
he? Does there look like? Yeah, I'll actually look over at Basil as he comes in. Basil, did you catch all that?
No, fill me in. I was rolling down the fucking stairs.
Kit lost his memory.
Yeah, Arania said something about knowing Kit before, but I didn't really
No, Basil.
pry too much into what.
Up until maybe an hour ago.
Wait, like he doesn't know who we are?
She'll shake her head.
Abs, come on. You and I were prison buddies for the longest time.
name.
All right. Arania, darling, would you please start a hot pot of water for me?
Yes.
Does
Can
he
you
have-
also make some of the hot chocolates like you did that one time?
That's what I was exactly going to do, and hopefully cook this man up a hot meal. That might work.
All right, I will get prepping on it then.
Does he have any sort of head injury? Any trauma?
That's what I was about. Abs, sit down over here, and he'll.
Kid looks down at his stomach and is like, oh, oh, me. Good.
God, there's so many. Where did I get them?
What's this?
Abs, come here. Looks at his abs. Oh, me. Okay. Yeah. Of course.
Basil's gonna check over Kitsaris's head, go through his hair, check to make sure there's no damage.
His hair's got abs too.
Shit.
Can you imagine brushing away the scalp and you just see a six-pack?
Wasn't that an episode of fucking Regular Show where like he had to lift his back and got fucking back abs?
That's fucking scary.
No, there are no signs of any form of physical trauma on Kitsaris.
Anything?
I'm not seeing a single thing. I'm gonna guess this has something to do magically. I mean, maybe a mind flare got to him. Even then, I'd see some sucker marks on his chisel ass chin. How is your chops this chiseled?
Do I have? I do. Amaris is going to cast Detect Magic.
All right. You cast the spell Detect Magic. And immediately there is no ping on Kitsaris. But there is a ping in the corner of the room.
Oh shit. I'm gonna take a wild guess. Is it of the same school of magic has invisibility?
Most definitely is of the same school, illusion magic.
Where is Koishi right now? Like, are they up in bed?
She's upstairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Quishy and Stool.
Okay. Amaris is going to, like, realize that and just tap her earring as she's, like, looking over Kitsaris. And she's going to send a message over to Arania. Arania, there may be somebody invisible in the corner. Do not give it away, but can you try to web it when you come back out?
I can try. Just a second. So I actually think. If I am in a kitchen and I know about this, can I cast see invisibility on myself?
Sure.
I will do that then.
Ooh. Nice.
And then I will walk back out into the room and just take a quick glance around like, like she normally would.
Sure. As you take a glance around, you see in the corner of the room a singular Kuatoa who is just quietly observing your group.
Do I recognize them?
Yes, you do. Called Gloog by his mother, Glooglagog is Plooploopeen's son.
Can you spell his name for me?
Glug.
Nope, you gotta figure it out yourself. Glooglagog.
It sounds like someone is trying to squeeze Jello through a straw.
Glug, glug, glug. Glug, 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 glug.
Okay. Yeah, coming back out into the room to quick look around, she'll see him and she'll like walk over, like her eyes will shift to Kit to like make it seem like that's where her attention's at. And when she gets closer, she's going to web that corner of the room.
Ooh, good stuff.
What is the saving throw on web?
That is a good question.
I assume it's dexterity? Or is it strength?
Oh.
Let's double check.
Cuttlefish.
It's your spell save DC,
Fine.
which is
8 plus proficiency
13.
plus, yeah.
13.
Alright, and it is a... Sorry, double checking the saving throw. Strength check.
Dexterity saving throw, I think, no. Wait, what?
Wow.
Damn,
That is an
doesn't even
18.
matter.
As you fire off the web, it latches on to Gloog, and immediately he just kind of... everyone in the room can see the web begin to take the form of a humanoid figure in the corner of the room, but then you see that figure kind of just tear the webs off, still in their invisibility. And Arania, you begin to watch as, now that he's been spotted,
I will
he
rush
starts
towards the door.
running towards the door.
May I cast a spell?
Sure.
All right. Basil will basically hold up his hand in the sign of like an L with his pinky kind of halfway cocked. As he will chant, "By the weight of steel and the grip of ice, by the oath of kin and taste of all spice, as an empty mug stays where it's told, so too shall you. Halt and behold." As I'm gonna cast Hold Person on them.
I love that.
You
Uh-oh.
cannot see him.
Yeah.
He's invisible.
But doesn't he have web on him still? I should be able to technically see that.
Well, let's do this. Make me an Arcana check.
Okay. It's 16.
Ooh.
16. All right. With a 16, usually you would be aware that this would not work. However, you see traces of web that kind of form some form of outline of a figure, and you think to yourself, "Fuck it, let's try this." And you cast the spell and focus it on whatever figure is wrapped between those webs, and you're able to twist your magic in a way so that Hold Person functions here and works here.
Awesome.
And as you do,
nice.
you see that figure just first make a saving throw.
DC 15.
There's a wisdom. All right. I have a +2 to this.
Ooh.
Wow,
That's a
he's
16
rolling
plus
so
2.
hot. An 18 and a
For an
16.
18.
Where was this motherfucker during Spin the Bottle? Probably watching, actually. Little
Yeah.
freak.
Watching, yes. He knows all your secrets now.
Damn.
He knows my favorite color. Kill him. Why did I sound like Hootie?
All right. Starts running towards the door. Amaris, you begin running as well to block it. Let's both make contested dexterity checks to see who gets to the door first, why don't we?
I will say
I'm going straight off.
something that might be able to help here is that those webs still do create difficult terrain.
That is true. So he's slowly moving through it.
Let's see.
So
You said dexterity?
I roll disadvantage.
Dexterity. Roll. Let's fucking go.
18. All right, with an 18, you get to the door first, and you see that figure through the webs, that outline through webs, slowly make its way to the door and kind of stop in front of you. It's kind of like shifting left and shifting right to try and find a way to break through.
Stand down. And she will like pull out her sword in the warhammer form, or in the flat blade form.
You then begin to see bits and pieces of that web being taken off its form until no more web remains on its body. Arania, you are the only person who can see this. And on occasion, Katsars, whenever this individual gets close enough to your range or distance, you also detect them.
Yeah, I perk up. What the fuck is happening?
I don't even want to bother trying to pronounce his full name. I'm going to call him Glug.
Is he restrained or not?
No, he's not.
Yeah, I'll grab him.
All right, you run over and try and grab the invisible individual. You are making an athletics check to do so.
I think it's a save. They got a save against my DC.
Yeah.
What is your DC?
It should be dexterity +8 plus proficiency, right?
Yeah.
Proficiency
Yes.
is 2, so 13.
13. All right, he's got advantage on these just because he's slippery.
Ooh. Damn it.
That is a 16. So, as you lunge at him and try and grab onto the invisible Kuto's form, you are able to grab him, but his body is slick and slimy. that he's able to just slip out of your grasp and continue running. Arena, you call out his name that he does not respond to, kind of gives you a glance because you recognize him. But he is still continuing to move and starts looking towards a window and is beginning to book it towards the window.
Can I cast something?
Sure.
I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on him.
Ooh. All right, that's a dexterity saving throw, correct?
Mm-hmm.
DC 13.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a 12. He has no modifier for dexterity.
Let's go.
So as Fairy Fire hits, the entire corner of the room that you cast it on begins to glow, and Glue's full form begins to show as well as invisibility drops, as he is now visible to everybody.
As soon as I see him, I'm casting Compelled Duel.
I was gonna do command. We've got
yeah,
the
go
same
for it.
idea.
Do you want
No,
to
you go
first?
first.
Lord, I
dude.
suggest you
Yeah, you go
stop.
first because you went before me.
Okay. Yeah, I'll cast Compelled Duel.
Sure. What is the
Wis-
saving throw on this?
Wisdom save DC 14.
14. So he's got a +2.
Ah, son of a bitch!
That's a 17.
Liar, where's your silver barbs?
Liar's
still
getting the
asleep.
beauty sleep. Dazzle?
And I, for one, don't have.
Give me.
silver
So I get to roll now because this guy's roll. Okay.
Good luck.
I'm gonna command to. Yeah, I'm gonna command to grovel.
Ooh.
All right. Wisdom again.
By the words and wisdom, open your ears, friend. Papa Basil is speaking. Let my song in.
Yes.
That is a 5. And as you cast Compel Duel, he resists it. And then, Basil, you speak your incantation and tell him to grovel. And then he immediately just drops down to the ground and starts groveling.
All right, someone quick, put him in some sort of.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Get Saurus, put him in a leg lock.
I go grab him. Yeah.
His abs open up into a prison.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Jesus Christ.
Each ab is like has teeth and it opens up into like this
Jesus.
central maw.
That's the BBEG Kitsaris that we're gonna have to fight.
Hey, no spoiling. Alrighty. So, you go ahead and grapple. I say the grappling here just auto succeeds because he is groveling, cannot move. And broken out of invisibility and now being restrained, just kind of scowls and looks at your group.
What are you doing here? And why were you hiding?
Still refuses to speak, kind of turns his head to the side.
She'll like lean down to get closer. I level with him. Look, I've known you for a while now, dear. You've never seemed to be a malicious one, or one who would wish harm on another. I don't wish anything on you. Won't you talk to us? We are only here to help.
A persuasion check.
I'm not good at persuasion.
Come on, Randy.
Eldritch Saurus.
Every
Oh!
time you say
Ooh.
that shit, Jess. Every fucking time.
Good shit.
With a 19, you see him kind of like look down on the ground and kind of look up towards you. Mother had told me to spy on you guys.
Do you know why she would tell you to do that?
Mother just told me to. Let her know what you guys were up to. She's been really angry since you've come back.
I can imagine. I've heard some things. Why don't you tell me a little about what your mother has been doing?
Well, Mother's been worshipping the Lima Gugun, the Deep Father, and we've been
hard at work to bring our god over to our side.
Do you mean bring him to this plane?
Yes,
Has your mother been hurting anyone or sending anyone away who does not follow him?
kind of looks down on at the ground again. Just nods.
Has she just sent them away or has she done other things?
Every day she puts all the people who don't believe in the Deep Father on a boat. And the boat is sent into the lake. And then we don't see the boat anymore.
I think Arania's eyes get wide. Where is your mother?
Probably at the altar to the Deep Father.
What time does your mother gather everyone who does not believe?
It happened a few hours ago.
Can you tell me who it was that she sent on the last boat?
Yeah.
Or just any of the boats, actually, that is gone.
Do you remember, the tattoo parlor that we had here?
Mm-hmm.
Right. You remember Fishik and Grogog?
I do. I believe one of them is the one that gave me my own.
Yeah, they were brought into the boat.
Did she send my father out on one of these boats?
Oh, no. Your father, he left to look for you when things were getting, well, heated between him and my mother.
Do you all mind watching him? I think it is time I go pay his mother a visit.
Are you sure you should do that on your own?
Feel free to come with me, but this cannot wait if she is sending those that she does not care for off into the
I wouldn't
waters.
go right now. She's, not home.
Where is she at?
She, took a ferry into the lake.
Do you know where she goes when she goes into the lake?
She never takes me. She took my sister once, but I never saw her again afterwards. I'm jealous, honestly, because she's with the Deep Father now. I want to be with him.
Is the Deep Father in the lake?
Yes, he is.
It very much seems like the Deep Father is not doing anything for you other than taking your loved ones.
No, we are joining him. We are entering the fold, so that when he rises, we will rise with him.
But if he's arising, it's just here on the material plane, which it seems like he's already at. If he really is doing his rising out of the water, you are already there.
Hey,
Now,
Bird.
Mother.
Sorry.
Mother said, Mother promised us. Mother promised us that Limagugan would do great things for us.
And has he?
Not yet, but soon.
Does that name ring a bell at all?
Lima Gugun?
Yeah.
You can make me a history check if you like.
Come on.
Can I
come
make
on,
one as well?
Sure.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. No, you son of
My
a bitch.
guidance.
All
Oh, my
night.
guidance myself.
Yeah, you're right. I really can't fucking
Oh,
Wow, never mind.
Basil help.
No, it sounds just like any other Kuatoa name.
I'll try it. History. I'm not good at history.
Every
But I am
time
good
y'all
at rolling.
fuckers say this shit, I swear to God.
Oh shit! I don't
did.
like it. I thought it was fucking burp for a second. Like, here's the health pool of the enemy you're about to fight.
Can I just say I
The year
rolled
was
that?
look at all
1016.
those ones.
I rolled that, and I love how like 3 out of the first 7 were nat 20s.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Tell us, Daddy Basil, what do you know?
Father Basil will now tell you.
Right. Well,
See about that.
no, how do I want to say this? The name is familiar. And it's not because it's a name. Lima Gugun isn't like its actual name. But the name sounds just like another.
Can I say what I think?
Sure.
You see Basil kind of like thinking in his hand, like, what the hell is this? Like, he's trying to like connect pieces, and then the word is kind of like meshed to himself, and everyone kind of sees Basil's face go a little pale as he whispers to himself, Demogorgon.
Does that name ring a bell?
To any of us?
No history check needed. It's pretty easy to know the Prince of Demons.
Lamar's
Wait.
eyes just widen.
Are you
You
fucking
mean-
telling me that these people are trying to summon Demogorgon to this material plane?
That is what it sounds like, and from the sounds of it, they are very close. If there's something like it is in the water, eating my people.
Shit. Is the the boiling water?
Yeah.
Fuck the hot chocolate. I'll be right back. And Basil's gonna run up and put his shit on.
Yeah, it's kind of that scene as like as all of this is coalescing and all of this is happening, all of you either fall silent, and that silence is just broken by that whistling sound of the kettle finally going as water's finally heated up.
I will go get Slayer.
Maybe keep
And,
Quishy close too.
Yes. Both my boys, Squishy and Stu.
Wait,
And she'll
you
Yes?
said that it's in the lake already. Looking
tell
at
me what it sounds like.
looking at the dude's name that I definitely Glug. There we go.
No, we are summoning it. Tomorrow we...
I do not know if I quite believe that. If he said that they are sending people that do not believe it on a boat, something is happening to them. They are not just disappearing.
There might be a portal. Or they're being used for the ritual. Kitsaris.
All the more reason why we must go tonight.
Kitsaris, you said you crossed the Dark Lake.
Yes.
I am immediately going to pop my channel divinity and use divine sense.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No pings.
All right. I don't detect anything fiendish coming from him. Go get Laya. She will just start putting on the rest of her armor again immediately.
Yeah, Arania will go upstairs and first she'll like get the little baby sack thing and put Koichi in it and tie him to her back. Take the stool and put him with Koichi, and then she'll go get Lyre. She'll just gently shake Lyre. Lyre, dear, get up. We've got to go. A little faster. I know you're tired. Damn it!
I
And
got
she'll
this.
just pick him
I've
up
run
and
while drunk before.
there seems to be an emergency downstairs, please.
Gotcha. I grab my go bag. It's full of alcohol.
Yeah, it is.
Lyre turns those into alchemist fires. Like, you get a small bottle of Fireball, and you get a small bottle of Hennessy.
Or a fire breath. Just takes a swig of alcohol,
They're all
blows up the
getting
match in
drunk.
front of their face.
They would never. They're burning all the rum.
How long
Oh,
until
God.
morning?
Downstairs.
How long until
Abs
morning?
is back. Hello, Abs.
Took a while. I'd say, I mean, like dawn or
I think she'll just look at Gloob. How long until she's back?
I don't know. She'll be back in. I
Does
think
she usually
7
go to your
hours.
mother's house?
What was that?
Where does she usually go when she comes back? Does she go to your house or does she go to a temple or an altar?
She returns to the temple.
Is it the new temple or is it the old one?
It's a new temple. It's the altar to the Deep Father.
Where is it at?
It's past the tangle. It's up the hill at the highest point.
Thank you.
Arania,
Do we want to leave him here tied up?
I don't believe that's a good idea. In fact, she'll kind of look around at the house. I'm not sure if it's safe here.
I don't think anywhere on this island is safe, Amaris.
I know you want to help them, and we will. How far is the tavern from the Tangle Nets? From this temple?
Not far, I'm
The
assuming.
tavern's the opposite direction.
Can you do the thing to send a message to the ones at the tavern? Is that what you're wanting to do?
How far is the tavern? Like, from us? I gotta be within 100 feet.
More than that,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
She won't be back for another 7 hours. It may be prudent to try and at least get a small amount of sleep in. This is our only chance to rest. I don't know if they're trying to resurrect Demogorgon. I doubt they will just give up willingly.
Question, Burb.
Sorry, bring back, not resurrect, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
Given what Arania knows of the Kuatoa or her people in general, how would she know that if they deal with his mother, that the rest of the cult will essentially fall apart?
There's a high likelihood, yes.
I have to wait for her to step foot back on Stupte soil, Amaris.
Yes. What time is this ceremony? How long until the summoning begins? Looking at Gloop.
I'm not sure. She left today rather happy, really.
There is a chance she could be summoning him now, as we speak. I would prefer not to wait.
Can't do anything if she's on the lake. I don't think we can rest either. Do we need how many hours do we need to sleep? 6 or 8?
A long rest is technically 8 hours. So
Okay.
Gloop, do you know if she has anyone who takes her out onto the lake, or does she go by herself every time?
Clib goes with her.
Now, where is he? Do you know if he went with her this time?
Yeah, he did.
Do you know if your mother has anyone else who does not believe locked up at the moment?
No, we haven't really taken anyone besides the ones today who she brought with her.
Amaris, I'm going to go take a look at the lake and see if I can spot a boat. If one of you wants to come with me, you can. I can carry one person.
It is at this point the door barges open as another Kuotoa makes his way into the room. Immediately seeing you, Arania, and just rushing over, you see the familiar face and sight of a older-looking Kuotoa. Immediately just running to you and going, Arania, my child! We have to go quickly.
Father!
Take your friends. Quickly!
Where do you want us to go?
Anywhere but here. Shrubdipop is no longer safe.
Father, we cannot leave the rest of the inhabitants. It is not following them.
No, Arania, we must go now. Where have you been? I've been looking for you.
We just got back earlier today. We were settling down for a night's rest when this one showed up. Father, you're not suggesting that we leave the rest of the people here, are you?
My child. There will always be people. You are you, Arania. There will never be another. We must get out of here.
Father, I am only me because of these people. We cannot abandon them.
Arania, we
follow him.
No, my child. Please. Arania, listen to me. If not for me, then for Koichi. We must pack our things and go.
Arania looks torn. Like, she was all for not leaving, until he mentioned Koishi.
Can I insight him?
Sure, make me an insight check. What are you trying to gauge
Son of a-
here?
Doesn't matter. I'm trying to get a vibe check. No, Amaris
It's urgency.
is. I think you'll understand this. She's questioning family for a brief moment, but not able to get a really good read on him.
Are these all your friends?
There is some at the tavern.
We have enough time to take them and leave.
So, are there
But
any
if
who
we
would
tell
leave as well?
everybody, there is chaos.
Question: From what? This is her father.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing her father, would he up and abandon these people?
No, never. At least in normal circumstances. But there is fear in his eyes.
Aurelia, they're trying to summon the Prince
I know.
of Demons.
I know. Look, if we left now and they did summon him, not only would these people be in trouble and in harm's way, but it'll be all of the Underdark. If there is a chance that we can get to them now and stop them before they summon him, I
I'm
can't.
afraid it's too late for that. My child. My
What
daughter.
do you mean? What do you mean?
She is finalizing it as we speak. At the center of the lake.
They didn't even need the temple.
How much longer do we have?
Half an hour. Maybe more, I'm not sure.
How long does Rainy know, or does Rainy know how long it takes to get to the center of the lake?
It will take about half an hour or so.
Shit.
Give me a second.
We have to make a decision.
I cannot leave these people. It would be slim. But there is a chance we could make it, that we could stop her.
Amaris will look over at Kit. And then look back to Arania. There's another option. We all
If you have
run.
another suggestion, I'll run where?
I don't know. Whoever was not following him.
Amaris, though, it does not stop here. We can run. We can run away. We could take our friends and the few who's not following them. We can run out of Stoop to Poop. But once he is summoned, there is not anywhere in the Underdark here or anywhere else that will be safe.
He can be fought. Someone can fight him. We just need to find them.
Or
I'm
we
sorry,
can
I'm back.
potentially stop him.
At this point, can Basil come in?
Sure.
Full armor. And he kind of comes over, he goes, "What are we arguing about? Because this is getting us nowhere."
Whether we run and let them summon the Demon Lord, or we go and try to stop them. If we run to try to stop them, it will be very close. It is about half an hour to the center of the lake,
That's if we leave now.
and
This is what we do. We go and we try. we work to make sure that it doesn't get summoned. But at the slightest, and I mean slightest point that I see the Demogorgon, we are gone. Arania, I am extremely apologetic about this, but if I see a single scale on that thing, yours town is lost. There is nothing in this entire Underdark that would help us if he surfaces.
Amaris is at this stage realizing something and just goes, "If we're going, we're going. No matter what, we meet at the edge of the Dark Lake. I have to go." And she's bolting towards the tavern.
This is not the time for us to be splitting up. Okay.
Arania will look at her father. Can you? Oh, okay. So I very much imagine when the town was set up, they had like a warning bell kind of thing in town, right? Like if the bell's rung, y'all seek shelter, or like get up and go to the square to find out what the fuck's going on, kind of thing. Is there something like that in town?
Yeah, no, there is a bell in town, like a warning bell.
Arania to Shusha. Father, I need you to go to town. I need you to go to the bell and ring it. And
it's more a massive like shell that you blow into. It makes a loud
conch.
Yeah. I need you to go to the center of town, and I need you to blow the horn. Anyone who is willing to leave, take them and go.
Yeah. It kind of looks at you and sees that you're not going to back down from this. Just kind of nods his head.
What good would I be at protecting my people if I didn't even try?
It's just going to kind of gesture for you to come closer towards him so he can reach up towards you.
She'll lean down.
He's going to place a hand on your cheek. You are too good for this world, my child. Be safe. I'll be back.
No, Father. You go with them. If we don't make it back or we lose track of you and the others who do escape, they will need someone strong to lead them. Stay with them. We will come find you.
He's got the most conflicted look in his face. And Basil, it's so clear to see you are a father. You understand this look on his face. No insight check needed. Shushar wishes he could take this burden away. Shushar wishes he didn't have to do this, or he didn't have to be asked of this. But he's being asked to respect the wishes of his daughter. And yet he can't help but still want to protect or keep them safe. They are the priority. And he doesn't know what to do.
Shushar, one father to another. Your daughter is not throwing herself willy-nilly at danger just because she can. She is here to serve a purpose. And I can promise you that until my dying breath, she will be safe.
Do we know? Did Amaris tell us that she was going to the tavern?
No. She just kind of said, "Hey, we'll meet you there," and ran off.
Okay,
I'll meet you at the edge of Dark Lake.
Stupid question.
Shushar, go ahead.
Stupid question. I know it's probably not needed, but can I make an insight just to make sure this is her father?
Sure.
I give up.
Man, if this is a trickster god, we're rolling.
He's done a good job. All right.
But Shushar walks over towards you, Basil. Places his hand on your shoulder, goes, "You keep her safe, please."
As if she were my own daughter.
The world cannot lose her. It cannot.
at the single slightest look of the summoning being complete, we will leave. No matter what.
Very well.
But we need to go.
He's going to look towards
Father?
you again, already and approach. He's going to kind of gently place a hand where Koishi would be. Not to wake Koishi up, but just to kind of take a glance at Koishi.
Arania will take
I will be back.
Koishi and Stool off of her. Like, she'll take the whole, like, little baby sling thing, and she'll hand it over to her father. Where we are about to go is not going to be the safest place for them. And I would not put them in direct harm's way like this if I did not have a choice. And I do, so I'm going to give both of them to you.
I will say, you would know this. Your father is a pacifist. If he gets into a fight, he is not defending himself. He'll try and run, but he cannot fight back. Much like
So
you
he
were a
wouldn't-
pacifist at the beginning of this journey, he too is a pacifist.
He wouldn't try to defend Koishi or protect Koishi at all.
He will use his body to block any harm. But never once have you seen him raise a hand against anybody, even at the worst of circumstances.
Oh yeah, fuck that, no then. No, because she'll kill for Koishi.
I just
Give it-
want you to recognize and know that
Give him to
your
Sarah.
father too is a pacifist.
So that, yeah, never mind, she'll just give him a hug. Alright, we have to move. We do not have time to waste. I hope to
I'll
see
go
you
as
again,
fast as
Father.
these stubby little legs will take me.
Well, it's going to have to be a little quicker than that. Yeah, and Radio will, if everyone's good, take off towards the Dark Lake.
I'm confused,
Alright.
but let's go.
You're
Shushar,
coming to abs, and like Basil will literally smack Kitsaris in his abs.
Hungry.
you watch Shushar run off into the distance, and as you all begin heading towards the Dark Lake, you are going to notice
Ooh.
the surface of the water from far out starts bubbling.
Oh shit!
arrive
We didn't
at
even get
the
a
door.
fucking chance.
At the shores of Dark Lake, you arrive here, getting ready to ferry out, but the water has already started bubbling from outside. You hear the sound of almost like a horn. You recognize this as the signal, Arania, as your father seems to have gotten there and is now warned the entire town. You all begin to watch people starting to leave their homes, curious as to what might have blown the alarm or what's happening. They begin to see the bubbling from the water as well. Others begin to approach slowly, trying to figure out what that is. Mars,
Yeah.
you arrive at the inn
On the way.
where you see.
Oh, sorry. Go
Mhm.
ahead.
You arrive at the inn where you see Seraph, actually, kind of just at the bar, like hand on his cheek, just kind of like dozing off a bit. You don't see anybody else.
Two questions.
Mhm.
One was we actually heard that the twins they came through town, didn't they?
From what you heard, yes.
Did we hear that they were still in town or they had already left?
You haven't heard anything.
Then in that case, as she was running, she would have been keeping an eye out for them as well. I don't know if
Sure.
if she would be able to like just Watch for him.
Give me a perception check.
Come on, twins. Come on. You've got to be fun. That is like the third 6 in a row.
Alright. Yeah, then you see nothing as you arrive at the Poke and Hush Inn Tavern.
Second question.
Seraph Lion Lonesome. Mm-hmm.
What is the closest other settlement to Sloobdaboo that we figured out?
It is along the edge of Dark Lake as well.
Oh boy.
Give me a second. It is Gracklestug, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, she's gonna keep that in mind then. She is going to rush in. Sareth, where is everyone?
Seraph kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, hey, oh, everyone heard that you guys
She is
were gonna
going
get
to
ready and they got
immediately
excited, so
put her hand on his shoulder. I'm putting 5 points of lay on hands, curing his poison. Get the fuck sober.
oh, hey, I feel better. Oh, what? No, they all,
We established it's poison.
yeah, no, yes,
Sareth,
they
where
all
is
went out to do some
everyone?
shopping. They heard you were leaving, and they wanted to get prepared before having to leave, so they all went shopping.
Get them. We need to leave now. Get as many people as you can to get out of the city.
You hear the horn beginning to blow as that emergency, almost like an emergency siren blaring. It's that eerie, unsettling sound of, you know, things are going to shit. Jethro goes, "Whoa, what's happening?"
Go. Now. She'll look at the tavern keeper.
They split up. I don't know where to go.
What was that?
They split up. He doesn't know where to go.
Oh god. How big is the town?
It's fairly big. I'd say getting from one end of the town to the other probably takes about an hour or so of travel.
Damn. Find who you can.
And as that starts blaring, we cut back to everybody else as you watch the lake bubbling and foaming. And you watch as this thick, oily tentacle bursts forth,
Oh shit! Here we fucking go.
followed by another. You all then watched two monstrous heads break the surface of the water, both of which resemble these hideous, angry-looking baboons with these curved tusks on them. Both these heads attached to a single torso. And this monster's eyes, this deep red, burning with bloodlust and madness. The creature that rises from the dark lake must stand at least 30 feet tall or more. As you watch the water begin to cascade down its back and shoulders. And upon reaching its full height, you begin to see this demon throw back both of its heads and let out this massive roar. As it does, you watch the entire cavern begin to shake as debris begins falling from the ceiling. The Kuatoa around you, upon hearing this roar, all freeze up. I need everybody to make me a wisdom saving throw real quick.
Ooh.
A what wisdom throw? Or a saving throw?
Wisdom
Wisdom,
saving throw.
Get out of
wisdom
the way.
saving throw.
Everyone near the dark lake, or everyone?
Oh,
Everybody.
Oh
I'm
boy.
gonna die.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
Basil's, I think, the only person that might have passed it.
Okay, Basil, you're the only one that doesn't need to roll a D100. Everybody else,
Oh
please
no,
roll a-
not madness.
Come on, I can't take this anymore. I'm going back to the hospital.
Anything's better than this.
Got a
Damn, Kit, you
91.
missed all the. You missed the
Arania.
fucking- Spin the bottle.
What? I don't like how I'm first.
Roll me a D10, Arania.
Oh boy.
2.
It could be
Extra
the worst.
rolls.
Arania, you are stunned for 9 minutes.
Oh fuck.
No.
Damn, that's like a whole day.
Basil, take my
It's
cure,
Saris.
please.
Roll me a D10 as well.
I get my memories back.
Shit.
And this is probably the worst person for this to happen.
Again?
Kitsaris. For 6 minutes,
No.
you are frightened
Yeah.
Oh
and must use
no.
your action and movement each round to flee from your source of fear,
God damn it! Not
which is the Prince of Demons, the Demogorgon.
I'm out.
It's like
Liar.
that was one video of the guy going, "I'm out," doing the peace sign and just teleporting away.
Kitsaris really said,
Liar, roll me a D10. And this is probably really horrible for you as well, Liar.
"Oh God, no."
Hey. Is 10 good?
Oh.
10 minutes, Liar.
Oh.
Oh.
You begin babbling and are incapable of normal speech or
Oh
spellcasting.
my god.
Oh,
Fuck.
this is so bad. We're
Okay.
outie.
And
There's no way
Amaris?
we can do this shit.
Roll me a D10.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Stinks.
Hey, it's low.
Mars, for 4 minutes, because of the fear and the madness, you retreat into your mind and are paralyzed.
Fuck.
This is so bad. This is so bad.
As Basil, you watch your allies all begin to take different forms of madness. You watch the Kuatua around you also go into a fit of madness and anger and fury. Some of the Kuatua start attacking each other. Others scared, running, others helpless and paralyzed as you are taking this entire site in. A massive tentacle comes crashing down about 50 feet away from you into the town as it slowly slides back into the ocean. You just see several Kuatoa no longer alive, dead.
Squished.
Basil, although not succumbing to madness, for the first time in a probably long time, he starts to feel that like pounding in his heart, and he begins to feel dizzy as he looks back to obviously Kitsaris is just fucking gone. But is it just a liar and Arania that's with him now? Because Amaris is somewhere else.
I thought Amaris is there. She's just not in her mind, right?
She's at the
No, I
tavern.
mean, like,
She's paralyzed.
She's at the tavern. She's not like with
Oh.
the
Not with
small
your
group
group
right now.
That's right.
Okay. Shit. Is there any way to remove the stun condition? Like, would damage help at all?
You're not sure? You
You'd
could
have
certainly
crit.
try.
Give me a second.
But what I will say is before we end the session, this is what you guys see. What
Well, I
you
don't see
all
shit because I'm running.
don't see is your allies, as the hook horror, still in the tavern, still in that bed that had been broken down, unsure of what is going on, is defending its egg.
Oh,
Sereth,
no.
watching Amara's retreat into her mind, is shaking her, trying to wake her up, trying to figure out what's going on. You watch, well, not watch, but Ront, who was busy shopping for ingredients happily, seeing all this go on, trip onto the ground as he watches some of the fish and fungi that he was bought for you, Basil, rolling into the floor, people going to a foot of fury. He reaches out, trying to take some of the things and put them back into the basket before running off, but it's chaos all around him. You, Eldith, who was off on her own as well, gathering supplies, is now in the middle of combat, defending some Kuatoa who are not stricken with madness, as she's using your shield, Amaris, to defend other Kuatoa, but she is surrounded by madness. And then there's Jimjar, who is hidden under a stall, afraid, holding on to that whistle,
Oh.
and is helplessly blowing at it,
Oh.
hoping help will arrive. And that is where we will end today, guys.
No,
Oh, fuck you,
no,
man.
come on.
Oh. You had to make me
Just
continue
forget.
right on the last one?
Oh, that hurt.
Hey, she gave me the whistle.
Oh,
She
that-
gave me the whistle.
Jess, what the fuck?
Look, I thought we had time, okay?
Oh.
I did
I
too.
was wrong.
Oh,
I don't want
man.
to end. Can we keep going just for another
I have to
hour?
go to bed.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Bird, I named the episode Spin the Bottle, okay? Like
The bottle landed in Gordon.
You don't want to know where the bottle landed, but I guess we're finding out, right?
So, Demogorgon, what's your favorite color?
Demogorgon rises.
The color of blood.
So,
What's your greatest
something I want to
fear?
let you guys know before we start the next episode, a little bit of or before we start our next session next week, a little bit of clarification here is every single one of your allies split up or and are scattered throughout town.
Yeah, and
I'm
I'm
gonna say
running
that
away. I'll be the fastest person to
Some
get them.
people are running away. And you're
For
gonna
a
have to maybe
whole
figure it
6
out.
minutes. I'm
I
definitely
think-
But
ending.
it's not looking likely that you can find everybody before the Demogorgon reaches the shore. So I wanted you guys to know that. It's either you start coming up with a plan right now, or you pick and choose which NPCs you are saving.
Man, Basil's gonna have to do this all by him fucking self because he's the only one who's properly in control of his body right now.
Basil,
can,
liar.
but-
Please, one of you two take my kids, okay? I'm stuck for 9 minutes. I'm gonna get squished, but don't let my babies die.
I'm gonna drag you.
Yeah, I think I might have an idea, but I'm gonna go over some things because stunned, like you're you still
if I
don't
wasn't-
stunned. You still have the ability to move, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, and the new one, yeah.
Can I cast a spell?
No,
No.
you
only
are
move.
See, that's the thing with-
incapacitated, and yeah, you're. Let's see, yeah, we're gonna have to figure some shit out. Oh boy.
All right, guys, pretty chill session today. I hope you guys had fun. It was nice and easy going.
Yeah, let me
Welcome back,
drink this cup of
Nico.
salt real quick so I could end up somewhere. That's not here.
Jesus fucking Christ. I guess
We just got Kit back too, and he's already
Yeah,
gone.
he's already gone.
I just wanted to say
6
hi,
minutes?
guys.
Of
6
all the
minutes,
people to get the
180.
I am booking it, it had to be Kit.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
In fairness, Kit, you don't have to use your bonus action to dash, just your action.
No, he said everything I could to get away.
He's like, nah,
I heard it.
I'm out.
I heard it.
In other
I
words,
heard
it's
it.
Sonicing.
Maybe,
I heard it.
maybe Kit will be the
Ah.
signal for everybody else. Maybe he'll lead them out to victory. Just like, hey
That'd be
guys, get out!
Maybe. Double checking for everybody. Our next is on the 13th. How's everybody looking for the 13th?
Sounds
Good.
good.
Yeah, I blocked this time out specifically, so unless it's an emergency, I'm always gonna be here.
Same
Yeah.
here.
All right. On the 13th, Lima Gugoon. Yippee!
Yay!
It's time for Deep Daddy!
Deep
Yay,
Daddy.
Deep Daddy.
Deep
Oh, I
Daddy
forgot
giving
to
the double
show this
head.
image. There you go.
Oh, fuck me.
Hey, look at that beard.
Absolutely lovely.
Isn't he cute?
Absolutely. What
a
them
bachelor.
tentacles do?
Carry you apart.
Tentacles? A lot of cool things.
Good night, stream.
Tiny
One,
tentacles.
push hundreds of
Good
people.
night, stream. Thanks for joining us on this
Bye,
wild ride tonight.
stream.
Holy
Bye.
I'm gonna go
See you
rock
next
myself to
Bye,
week.
sleep.
chat.
See you next
See
Tuesday.
you next week. Thanks for having in with our cozy session.